The apocalypse is approaching, and temperatures continue to rise. I've been buying more and more, long-lasting food supplies, and even stocked up on alcohol, not just for drinking, but also to help cool down. If the heat becomes unbearable, I also stored a large amount of meat, which can be frozen, and has a long shelf life. It's the last day, no need to hold back anymore. I had the driver pull the car right up to the door. My parents were already waiting outside. When they saw the fully loaded vehicle, they were stunned. Are you guys preparing for doomsday? I didn't answer, just supervised the movers, as they carried everything inside. Only after the last item was unloaded, and the workers had been paid and driven away, did I finally tell my parents the truth. Mom, Dad, the apocalypse is coming. You might not believe me, but I would never lie to you. It took me half an hour to explain. After hearing me out, their faces turned grim, and they fell silent. Are your uncle and his family okay? My father, a man in his 50s, sounded uncharacteristically shaky. Cousin said they've already found a safe house. Don't worry, the disaster will pass. We'll all be fine. The four of us sat in the living room of my newly rented villa, staring at each other in silence. Will the apocalypse really happen? My mom still didn't quite believe it. No one answered her. The mood was heavy. No one wanted the end to come. But what if it was real? How could we prove it wasn't? Dad, go get the car. We're hitting the 24-hour convenience store. My mom suddenly stood up, startling all of us. All right, we should help the kids too. Can't just sit around doing nothing. Let's eat some greasy takeout tonight. Consider it our family's New Year's Eve. My dad got up and headed out. Mom, Dad, don't go outside. I tried to call them back, but my boyfriend stopped me. Dodo, they just want to do their part to help gather supplies and ease their own worries. But the apocalypse is almost here. I'm so scared. My body trembled uncontrollably. There was no moon tonight, yet the sky was still eerily bright enough to see clearly without streetlights. The sky was red. When had it turned dark crimson, and even though it was midnight, the temperature hadn't dropped, still a sweltering 40 degrees C. I stared at my boyfriend in shock. Is this it? The apocalypse? Mom and Dad aren't back yet. Don't panic, don't panic. It'll be okay. Even my boyfriend was losing his composure. His hands were shaking. I'm going after them. I broke free from him. Just then, a Jeep and a large truck pulled up side by side. From the Jeep's passenger seat, my mom waved at us. I rushed over and threw myself into her arms. 3 or 4 workers climbed out of the truck and started unloading supplies. When everything was finally inside, my dad paid the movers generously. We worked non-stop from midnight until 7 a.m. The blinding sunlight made it hard to keep our eyes open. My boyfriend's parents called him, saying they were safe and had plenty of food and supplies. They talked for a long time before hanging up. Through the villa's windows, my parents and I watched the sky. The sun, at only 7 a.m. was already directly overhead. My parents said, we've lived over 50 years and never seen anything this bizarre. I glanced outside. Not a single cloud, just waves of heat. I turned on the news. The anchor warned of extreme temperatures, urging people to stay indoors and avoid heat stroke. I checked the indoor thermometer, 26 degrees C. The AC was running, and thankfully, the power and internet were still working. But across the country, except for high-altitude regions, everywhere was suffering from the heat wave. 2 weeks passed in a blink. I woke up sweating. The indoor thermometer read 30 degrees C, even with the AC on. I opened the door, and a blast of heat hit me, like standing in front of a furnace. Holding the thermometer outside, my skin turned red within seconds. The reading, **** 50.5 degrees C****. The villa's upper floors were no longer livable. I hurriedly moved my parents and boyfriend down to the basement, where it was still a cool 20 degrees C. Another week went by. Today was even hotter. The indoor temperature rose a few more degrees, wiping sweat from my forehead. My boyfriend checked the thermometer, **** 35 degrees C****. He immediately turned the AC to its lowest setting. In just 2 weeks, sea levels had risen dozens of meters, submerging several coastal cities. Millions were fleeing inland. This was an unprecedented catastrophe. Tonight, many in the villa district had already driven away. Even though the basement kept us from overheating, food supplies were likely running low for most. The neighborhood group chat was buzzing. Some who left complained that the shelters were overcrowded and rations were miserable. Just compressed biscuits every day. One message caught my attention. Does anyone have heat stroke medicine? My child is suffering. Please help. My heart ached. I privately messaged the owner, asked for their address, and waited until the temperature dropped slightly at night to deliver a box of Huoxiang Zenki water and some food. A couple answered the door. They stared at the supplies in our hands, said nothing, and shut the door. My boyfriend and I exchanged glances and smiled wryly. Our kindness wasn't appreciated. Back home, I felt uneasy. Had I made a mistake? In a lawless world, revealing our supplies could put us in danger. At the dinner table, where we used to chat and laugh, we now sat in silence, scrolling through news of disasters. The heat kept climbing. Eventually, most villa residents left for shelters, their cars vanishing into the night. The family I'd helped hadn't gone yet. They messaged me again. Kind stranger, please save us. We're out of food. Our child will starve. I wanted to ignore it, but my mom saw the message. Dodo, we can't just ignore them. We have more food than we'll ever need. Don't be stingy. Think of the child. Better not invite trouble. My dad cut in. In times like these, if people find out how much we have, we'll be targets. With my dad's warning, my mom reluctantly nodded. We hid in the villa for over half a month. That family never messaged again. Maybe they'd finally gone to a shelter. Gradually, I forgot about them.